Last episode, we made an incredible signing on deadline day, bringing Ibrahim Sangare from Nottingham Forest in for £13.5 million to be a rotational CDM, or first team CDM alongside Kakule and Peron in the team. And he started off his career in the best way possible, scoring a goal against AC Milan 72 minutes into this game on his debut with a great goal there. But unfortunately, we ended up losing to Milan. And also, last episode, we ended up going on something of a drop in form. Despite our best efforts, as you'll see here, we ended up drawing to Milan, we picked up a 1-1 draw against them. But up against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League here, we stole a victory there on. We got a point in this game against them. It's like late goal from Dina and Bimba. And then up against Roma here, we ended up losing, but actually we had a multitude of chances. But for some reason or another, last episode we just couldn't score when it mattered most. And you can see Nico Paz hitting the crossbar there. So many chances there. I can see Paz misses to get in there. And in the end, despite a late goal here with Peck, we ended up losing to Roma. Well, let's get into today's episode and hopefully bounce back from the form we was in last episode. And to start today's episode off here, we're going to take on Napoli. They're currently 4th and they were currently 8th after dropping a few points last episode and losing to Roma, so drawing a few games as well as you saw. Let's get into this one though, up against Napoli here, a team that have beaten us 4-1. I believe the second time we faced them, we might have either drew or beat them, if not mistaken. We could have lost them as well though. Let's get into this one, but they also beat us in the Coppa Italia final last season that we did deserve to beat them in. Let's get into this one though. Sangare down the left and Kakule down the right for this one, as you see in the midfield. That's where you guys see us really start them in this one. Let's get into this game and hopefully start the episode off with a big win up against Napoli at home. Now Vega make the run. Here he goes, Vega. Wanted to nail here. Nell shoots and Nell's denied by David Soraya. Good save there, but we'll steal it off him. There's nobody else giving like a free kick or handball against us there, surely. Going to try and just hit this one here with Vega and see what he can do with this. And that's this Vega here just to put some power behind it. Near post hit from him. And yeah, free kicks in this game are just, I don't know what SC24 felt like free kicks were perfect. Oh, big mistake there, Sangare. Paz through here to Vega, hits it, denied by Soraya though. But yeah, I feel like in SC24 free kicks were in a very good spot, but free kicks in this game, unless you have like, I don't know what shot power it is, unless you have above that, like free kicks are just weak, they barely make it over the wall. And they literally hit the ground before it reaches the goalkeeper, even if you put full power behind it. I just feel like free kicks in this game are kind of useless. A bit like corners and headers right now in this game. Ball through to Rafael Noah, shoots. What is going on with the shooting with his team? Why are we missing so many sitters that we would have scored previously? He scores that up until last episode. Whatever the top there to Osimhen. Okay, I didn't add his position there, but he makes a save and collects it eventually. Tricky striker this time. They got a goal at the end of it. Nell cuts inside here. It's great play. Vega should be onside. Lays it off to Nell. He's offside. Does well there. The Brazilian. Now can he shoot and score? His shot is saved by Soraya there. Sangare. Back to Kakule. Slay out wide there to Val. Now Vega, great work there from him. Vega, could he score? Vega shoots and Vega scores. 38 minutes into the game here, we finally break the deadlock of time. There's so many big chances that we missed. Vega scores this to make it 1-0. You love to see it, a bit of skill as well to get in behind the defence there. He puts it bottom corner. You love to see that there from the Mexican to make it 1-0 here to Como. You see that little flick there that works so many times against defenders in this game. Beats Harry Maguire and gets him behind and makes it 1-0 to Como here. We concede straight from kick-off. And I don't like it. Osimhen. Good save, Adero. Please don't screw me over game, thank you. I did not like the fact that we almost just conceded straight from kick-off, but now can we counter? No here. So Danza to beat. He beats him. Great dribbling there from him. He shoots. And he scores this time, no. Napoli almost just scored at the other end, but we counter and score the other. Osimhen couldn't score, but a 72-rated Portuguese youngster scores at the other end, no. Rafael no here. Puts us 2 goals to the good here against Napoli. You love to see it. Wise, because they just don't move, so they don't make mistakes really, because they don't have the pace to make mistakes. But Osimhen shoots and scores. And it's 2-1 here. Napoli are back in the game. A player that Napoli shouldn't really have in their team, because he should be sold by Napoli in the game, because they most likely will do that IRL. But it's still in the ranks here. He gets past Soleil and scores. It's a good goal from him, to be fair, but we're still in the lead in this game, and hopefully it stays that way. So we need to get back in winning ways, because we drew 2 games last episode in play games, and then we lost the other one. And I feel like all 3 of them we could have won. Oh, Vega, love that from him. Beats Maguire with a bit of skill. And it's 3-1 here. We take a 2-goal lead once again, just as Napoli scored the other. We work it forward at the other end and score a goal. Vega scores again here for us and grabs himself a 2nd goal in this one. You'd love to see it. And we'll beat Maguire with a bit of skill. Maguire's made the defender to make mistakes in this game at times. As you can see, he presses out there and Vega spins it with a bit of skill there, root it past him and blasts it goalwards and scores. But as we've seen, Napoli can score goals in this game, so hopefully we can stop them from getting any more and see out the rest of this game. As they meant, shoots from range, but Kochak blocks it though and it goes through to Adero. Not sure how dangerous that shot would have been, but it's actually kind of more dangerous when it's at the deflection. Good block there from Slado to stop Osimhen from getting that ball, and now we need to control it and get it out. Sangori can flick it on. No, he can win it actually. Now play it through to Peck. We can make it 4-1 here. Gabriel Peck runs through the Brazilian. Of course, Soraya defends, saves the shot of a high-rated attacker. Usually it's the case. Your lower-rated attackers end up scoring, but your higher-rated ones are the ones that can't score. No doubt from Vega. He actually worked out. One into the box, so I was hoping to flick that back post. Whip it back post. Osimhen. We're forward there for Napoli. To cover the angles here. Here he comes, the current Galatasaray striker IRO. Still weird seeing him in Galatasaray colours, but Thierry Correa. It's a good cross. Back post 2-0. Who's offside though? Okay, we're showing signs of getting back into form in this game. We've created some great chances for us. He scored, I believe, 2 that have been offside now. I think we scored 1 earlier that was offside, but we scored 1 there. That's given us offside, unfortunately. How is that? Oh, Napoli going to make it 3-2, aren't they? Haidara runs through. Adero, good save. Referee blow for full time. There's no point playing on here. Ball into the box. Osimhen's going to score. And he's offside though. It's a 3-1 win over Napoli. You'd love to see it. And Como bounce back, getting a big win up against Napoli. Let's get into the rest of the games in this episode. Alright, so next we're going to play is up against Olympic Lyon in the Europa League League Facing City. Currently sit 4th for a 2nd level on points with obviously Slavia Praha. Sparta Praha, or shocking everyone going 4 and 4 from the game so far. And you can see the 1 goal as well. They're clearly in some pretty good form. We have seen a bunch of games in between. Also, seen a pretty high profile game up against Atalanta, but that's because they currently sat down in 10th when we did some of that game. As you can see, since the game against Napoli, we drew against Udinese, we beat Atalanta, we beat Rapid Vienna, we beat Parma, we drew against Genoa. I'm going to get into this game against Olympic Lyon now. And one thing I did want to mention, I did check before I did go into the game, I did sim all the way to January, then back out and then just reload it just to see if this would happen. But basically, Courtois, his contract is expiring at the end of the season. However, well, it does say his contract is expiring, but as you can see, now it's not expiring anymore because basically, for some reason, it's he gets his contract renewed. Basically, I was going to say we could sign him on a pre-contract and have him for a goalkeeper next season, but maybe we could keep Adero for the first team for now, and we could make a massive signing in season 3 for the Champions League. We're going to hopefully be in and try and win some more titles. We could bring in Thibaut Courtois to be our goalkeeper, so it would be a very, very good goalkeeper for us. He's got sweeper keeper plus it would be perfect for me. He's also got 1v1 close down play style plus as well. Cross clemmer for throw. 6'7", a very experienced goalkeeper. As we do also have a couple of goalkeepers on the list that I've added since last time. David De Gea, who's a cheaper option. He does go down to an 84 rating, I believe, by the time we get to January. We could possibly sign him right now. We could swap Adero or Butes, We'll give Butes to Fiorentina and sign David De Gea next episode. It could be something to do. We've got Kun Castells, who would be more expensive, surprisingly. He's a little bit younger, to be fair, but he's lower rated. We've got Wojciech Szczesny, a backup goalkeeper of Barca right now as well. So he will be a pretty good goalkeeper. And we have 2 younger options in Bart Verbruggen. We've just talked about Courtois. We've got Verbruggen here. It would be a season 2 signing. He would be a goalkeeper with a sign. Not season 2, season 3 signing. We have Philip Jurgensen, who was a long-term target for the goalkeeper position in the future. So one of these goalkeepers could be our goalkeeper next season, or maybe next episode. Like I said, with the likes of Szczesny and De Gea, we could sign them next episode, especially De Gea, who I'm leaning more towards is higher rated, and obviously is a little bit more of a sweeper keeper in my eyes than Szczesny is, even though he doesn't have a sweeper keeper on him. But De Gea could be a great signing for us. We could literally give them Butes, plus a bit of money, or maybe sell Butes and keep Adera as a backup goalkeeper, and then David De Gea be our first team goalkeeper. It could be something we do next episode. Let me know down below what we should do. Should we keep him on it? Should we not sign a goalkeeper next episode in the light of David De Gea and bring it out to Courtois next season? Or should we go big and sign De Gea now and improve our goalkeeper position by plus like 6? In the next episode, let's get into the game up against Olympic Lyon and hopefully beat them here to earn more points in the Europa League phase. Also got players like Ryan Cherki, the young Frenchman, Mikitadze up front, who might be, obviously Lyon I think are in like a bit of financial trouble right now, so they might be selling a few big name players like Ryan Cherki and Mikitadze, who they literally just brought in. You also have Thiago Almada, the former MLS midfielder, the young talent, who would be a great player for, well, it's been a great player for me and Kermit in the past multiple times. Diao here trying to get through, but she let the car. Mikitadze, it's past the defender there by Alex Val. Sangare. Thierry Correa, forward hit into Gabriel Peck, the Brazilian. Nobody better score there from him. Gabriel Peck driving forward here. Can he score here to make it 1-0? Gabriel Peck does so. He has been such an incredible player for us in the team. Obviously, a lot of people won't know about him because he is an MLS player. I didn't really know about him up until like I checked, players we could sign, and I saw him in the LA Galaxy team, and I thought I'd just see what rating he is, etc. And it was 79 rated, I think, at the time. And also a decent age, 23 or 24, the Brazilian is. And he's a decent player in this game. I reckon when you do try him out in the team, it's been great for us in this Kremlin so far, and looks like a great player for us in the future. He's very quick, good at dribbling, and got a decent shot on him as well. He's got end product about him as well. And that's why he's a player that works well in this team. And I think he's actually a pretty good player at IRL, if I'm not mistaken. See, LA Galaxy have been doing quite well with Marco Reus in their team, and he is their winger. So I'm guessing he's been doing quite well for them in the MLS. Bella Kotchap, Sangare. And here he is again. Gabriel Peck this time into Nel here. Nel on the turn, the Portuguese striker hits it, and that would have been a great goal, but Perry in goal makes a save. Going there by Gabriel Peck, but he didn't make the run. Mikitadze. Oh, there's some wall there. It's actually gone through. The Georgian striker runs through. Adero, great save. Here's Diao, the Spaniard, coming forward here. Needs to have a big game. Diao does well there. Diao, can he shoot and score? Diao does so. It's 2-0 Como. And we can't get ahead of ourselves. Obviously, we were doing quite well against Frankfurt last episode, up until, we ended up drawing late on in that one with that shot from Dina and Bimba that made it 2-2. But Diao here makes it 2-0. The young Spanish talent obviously was our first team left wing last season up until we brought Alexis Vega in from the free agents. And since then, him and Vega have been battling out for the left-hand side. And right now they are both the same rating. Obviously Diao with the pace and the younger talent will most likely be our first team left wing. 45th super future at this point, but Diao needs to just keep improving his end product, and then he will definitely take over in the first team. But as of right now, I feel like having Vega in the team is a little bit better for us in terms of end product in the team. Obviously, he has just scored here, and he looks great in this game. Mikitadze, there's Umar Saledo, good defender from him. Forward, and then we'll just easily get to this position in their team where we can create a chance there. That's great work from Peck. Nel, how have you not scored there? That's harder to miss than score. That's impressive that he hasn't scored there. We need to watch that back. It is genuinely impressive that he hasn't scored. It's literally a straightforward tap. All he has to do is actually kick it in a straight line and it goes into the back of the net. Look at this. All he has to do is kick it, like, poke it literally pretty much at the keeper, if not towards the left of him. And he scores. He's tried to be a bit more clever here and put it into the far corner, which he doesn't need to. He's got unlucky that it's hit the post, but that is harder to miss than score. There goes Thiago Almada, the Argentine that I mentioned before. The young talent who's been a great player in Enquiries in the past. Ryan Cherki also the same. Here's Talisa running forward. He shoots and he scores. and a former Chroma talent and Bayern Munich man, Corentin Tolisso. It didn't really work out for him in Germany, but he went back to Lyon. And a guy who was expected to do great things in French football and in terms of the French team as well. Never really lived up to the hype that he had early on in his career, but he scores here to make it 2-1. And Lyon are back in this game. Oh no, Nico Paz, they're going for the Argentinians, still going here. Can he score? Nico Paz does so, that's great work there from him. The Lyon defenders were caught sleeping there by the Argentinian, the captain of the team. Scores here to make it 3-1. And you wonder why he's the captain, by the way, because obviously Cotrone was the captain last season since Nel started in the first team. So he develops a bit quicker. I thought Paz deserves to be the captain. He was a great player for us last season. Scored a bunch of goals and getting a bunch of assists. And him being the captain kind of makes sense for the future. He's our star player in the team. And actually, Perry, their goalkeeper, should have saved that. That's awful goalkeeping there from the Lyon shot stopper. He will be a much more clinical striker, but right now, he does kind of have those areas where he misses some big chances. But now, through here to Nico Paz, he doesn't miss those. Miss it 4-1. And what I do like about Rafael Noah, by the way, is he's got great passing. Stats-wise, I don't think on his actual players stats in game, I don't think he does have great passing. But the way he works as a striker is very much like a false nine, even though he plays as a poacher. Like the amount of times where you see him play a pass like that in this Crow mode, he does it so many times where he literally sets up an opportunity or is like a link-up player in the striking position, which I do like about him. As you see, this is a great pass there from him. That's what you're expecting Paz to play into the striker. But it's 4-1 here against Lyon. I won't simulate the rest of the games as Lyon do have higher rates of players. They probably will pull it back in the simulation that might get unlucky there, and that could happen. I brought on Bryce Mendes as well. Ryan Shirky, who could be on his way to the Premier League if things are to be believed that Liverpool could be a team that he goes to. Bryce Mendes through to Mkhitaryan, and it's 4-2. You're 40 down, lad. Why are you celebrating like that? That would have been an incredible peck. Actually, he made it work in the end. And Noah's in the centre to look for. I was hoping that would be a bit more of a lofted cross there into, for him to run onto, not floated in above him. No doubt there from Peck. Peck now back across here too. Nel shoots and misses again, though, in football. Well, not back in European football. Is in European football the first time. He was an MLS talent. Saleh forward. Nel, what a pass there to Diao. Diao here, can he score? Yes, he has. It's 5-2. And Como, clearly back from a little drop in form last episode. There's a destroying Lyon here. And Nel again with a great pass. That's what I mentioned last time. He's got great passing. He's got a great eye for a pass as well. I think that's what works out for us in this team as well. Our striker is very much a key player in building up attacks as well, not just scoring them. And Diao here scores to make it 5-2. And this game is well and truly over. And we should be top of the league phase after this win here. Depending on other results as well, see, but this is a big win over Lyon. And I feel like we should be guaranteed to be going through into the next phase of the Europa League after this big win here. Obviously, there are a few more games left of it, but I feel like our games after this are pretty more straightforward. But I can't shot good steal. And, well, why not get more goals? Nel, lovely drop of the shoulder there. Rafa and Nel shoots. And Nel finally scores here. He's missed a few saves. One that literally was the guaranteed goal for him. But there he drops the shoulder of the Lyon defender and runs him behind. That's great work there from him. It's 6-2 here. And the Lyon fans here have got no idea what happened to the team, because they looked like they were going to be a hard challenge at the start of the game. But in the end, we literally opened the floodgates. And we have sank Lyon here, 6-2. And the referee needs to put them out of misery, because right now, the Lyon fans will be hoping to hit the final whistle. There's 1 more minute to be played on, though. Thiago Almada, he's not really done anything in this game, though. Oh no, Almada here. Running through, shoots, Idea a good save. The referee is playing on prolonging the misery for Lyon fans. But to get a corner here, though. Ball into the box. And that is going to be cleared. No, it's not going to be cleared by the hour. There we go. It's the end of the game, though. 6-2 victory over Lyon. We demolished them here, away from home. And you love to see it. All right, so that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. Actually, we only generally transfer to like I said earlier in the episode. Let me know down below if you should sign like a goalkeeper like De Gea in the next episode. We currently only have 2 million in the budget, but like I said, with a solid player like Butez, our backup goalkeeper currently, we have enough money to buy David De Gea, and we could sell someone else in the team as well. As you can see, Butez is transfer listed. It would get us about 6 to 7 million for him. We've got us to sell another player that we don't need at this point in this team, and then bringing De Gea to be a first-team goalkeeper and Adero with a backup shot stopper for the rest of the series, unless we bring another goalkeeper to replace De Gea later down the line as he gets older and depreciates in his rating in the near future. But Adero right now is a great goalkeeper for us, as you saw in today's episode. As you also saw, next episode we take on Napoli in the Super Cup in the semi-finals up against Lazio and Inter. Is the other one? We need to beat them here to get revenge over them beating us last season in the cup. So we need to knock them out of this cup here and then go on to win the final. To win our first trophy here at Como. But in this scenario, we do sit third in the league, as you can see, only 4 points behind Milan at the top of the table. So once again, we are very close to being champions in Italy so far in the league anyway. And also in the Europa League, as you saw after beating Lyon, we are currently sitting third behind Aston Villa and Sparta Praha, and we'll win some rest of the games in that one. We do have Porto and Stade Rennais, who are decent teams, but they are below us in the league phase, and I felt we should beat them in some games as well. But yeah, let me know down below if we should bring in David De Gea or save signing a goalkeeper till next season. Because obviously, if we do sign De Gea now, there's not really much point in bringing in a goalkeeper like maybe Verbruggen, who's a younger goalkeeper, who can develop in the team, or go big and buy Thibaut Courtois next season. Obviously, if we do bring De Gea, then Courtois would replace him as a first-team goalkeeper. If we don't bring in De Gea, then Aldera will be our first-team goalkeeper for the rest of the season, and we're bringing Courtois next season to be our first-team goalkeeper. Let me down below which goalkeeper we should sign. Should we go for a young talent like Verbruggen to develop in the team, an experienced goalkeeper in Courtois next season? Both of these will be next season signings here. Or should we go big next episode and buy David De Gea, the experienced Spaniard, to take over in the team? Let me know down below what we should do. If you're going to enjoy the episode, drop a like, please subscribe to the channel, and also notifications to the videos, and check out the rest of the content I post there on the channel, and also the second channel where I post 2K24 Universe, which will be 2K25 Universe mode pretty soon. And that's going to call it for this one. So if you're going to enjoy, drop a like and subscribe like I mentioned. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.